Hello, everybody. Welcome into Atomic Geekdom. My name is Dave, and I'm doing an
Kyle.
accent apparently.
And I'm Kyle.
Wait, all this time of doing this podcast doesn't even let me do it right away. And I am joined, as always, by
Sir Mix-a-Lot. I've already said my name, Kyle.
Failures all around. All right, so we have been off, but in the meantime, there has been. Sorry, gotta move my fan. In the meantime, there's been a lot going on at Atomic Geekdom. If you go over to the website, you'll see an interview conducted by our very own Jenny and guest Justin, interviewing somebody who is creating a comic book with some crowdsource help. So you can tune in and lend a hand to support independent artist and creator, I should say. So there's that. Kyle, what have you been up to lately?
We are over on the Flashcraft server with the rest of the TV Talk peeps. We are almost done with season 2 of Flash and Minecraft, and then we're moving on to season 3 next month. So I've been doing that.
So wait. Explain for people that aren't still 12, what you're doing with Minecraft and Flash in the seasons of the TV show, I imagine.
No. So
so your own seasons, you're making your own
our
seasons.
own season.
Okay.
Yeah. So first season, we built Star Labs in Minecraft.
You built this city.
And then in season 2, we built the Hall of Justice, the Legion of Doom, and then we rebuilt Star Labs in our central city. And then season 3, it hasn't been announced yet, so I can't talk about it.
Oh, no spoilers. No spoilers.
But it's coming. It's coming next month. So be on the lookout for that.
There you go. Rocktober.
Yeah. I'd say Oktoberfest, but yeah.
Rocktober is more fun.
And Shocktober.
Yeah, sure. Speaking of Flash, I'm catching up on the series right now, and I have literally 10 minutes left of season 7.
I did. You couldn't. Jeez.
I was gonna ask to delay the broadcast, but I'm like, nah, I can wait.
It's 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not that good, anyways. I fell asleep during part of it too, because I'm gonna be honest. I got off work, ate dinner, and started watching and fell asleep. I didn't miss much. I mean, I knew spoilers if you haven't seen season 7 of Flash yet, but I knew these two characters were coming. One coming back, one coming for the first time. Impulse and XS were coming. XS was coming back. Impulse was being introduced. I got to hear him say "shui," so there's that. I don't know how I feel about it all. I do like Godspeed has been on the show as a villain before.
Correct.
And he's back again, but he has no memory. The present day Godspeed character has no memory.
So
whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't need you to explain it to me. We're not going to waste that much time on it. I just got to say, some of the acting is good on this show. Some of it is just so over the top that like it makes me want to rip my head off my body. Like, I get it's a CW comic book series, but try a little. Like, you're just chewing the scenery at some of these points with some of these characters, like just so far over the top. Like, it's like, I get you're trying to play like this villain, or this, you're just trying to be wacky, but like, man, at first I liked Chester. I do not like Chester anymore. Like, he is so annoying now. Like, if I never have to see her easy peasy again, it'll be too soon. Like, oh man, like, and I liked him when they first introduced him in season 6. Like, I really liked him, and like, he had his own YouTube channel or whatever the hell it was, vlog, I guess, and he had a cool character going, and it was fun. And now it's like he's like, his character arc is like a 12-year-old. Like, he's afraid. Like, there's so much that bothers me. And I guess, whatever. It is what it is. It's a CW show, so I have to really I'm trying to put it up to the standards of the movies or an HBO series, but I can't do that. Like it's meant for a younger audience, and that audience no longer is me. I may look like a 12-year-old, but or no, what is it? I have a 12-year-old brain. That's it. Yeah, I have a 12-year-old brain, but no, it's just not for me. I mean, I'm gonna finish it out because it's not gonna last much longer. I can't imagine on the CW. Who knows? I could be wrong. It could. But I have a feeling that run on CW is almost over with all the shows. Whether they move to the network or they're just done, well, that remains to be seen. But I just have a feeling that stuff is kind of run its course for that network. And then I'm gonna start Batwoman because I wanted to finish the first season and I want to get through this. I want to be ready for Poison Ivy because they're bringing her into the show, and I like Poison Ivy. I just want to see what they do there. And I was enjoying Batwoman before I stopped watching. I stopped watching everything after Crisis, and I mostly was watching to get to Crisis. And now I knew I was gonna go back eventually, but like it's a slog to get through right now. Like it's rough. Like I'm trying to get through Supergirl. At least I know where to start on all these shows. It's Crisis. When Crisis ends, I can start the shows. It does make me want to watch Crisis again, though. I will say that. Like, and I think Flash struggles for me now because there's no Thawne. There's no Wells character. Like it's pretty much like he's not even part-time. He's not there anymore. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
So yeah. All right. So that's what I've been up to kind of recently. What did I watch? Oh, I watched that Tom Hanks movie, all the news from the world or of the world or something like that. It's a great movie. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I watched Malignant on Sunday.
Yeah, I've heard one person say it's just complete garbage and won't shut up about it being garbage on Twitter.
It's for me the bottom of the list for James Wan horror films. It's okay. I won't watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what happened after Conjuring, Insidious, and Saw. Like this.
Aquaman.
That too, yes.
No, I mean, I'll watch it. It's on my list. Yeah. All right, so let's just talk about stuff. We're gonna end the show with a review of Shang-Chi. So if you haven't seen it yet, you'll be able to hear all the news and stuff that we're gonna be talking about this week. But it's been out for a week and a half now, almost 2 weeks.
But yeah, so about 2 weeks.
I have a feeling if you're listening or watching this, you've seen it. But I don't know if this was scheduled or not. PlayStation did a big thing where they announced a ton of video games that they're doing. Aside from the ones that we're going to talk about, which I know you know already what we're going to talk about. What else did they talk about? The new God of War Valhalla?
No, Ragnarok.
Yeah, whatever. Viking.
Norse.
Or Norse, not Viking. Well, yeah, I guess technically it's Vikings, but yeah.
It's what the Vikings worshipped.
It's their religion, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see, Gran Turismo 7. And
I remember the first Gran Turismo on PlayStation. It had come out at about the same time the Godzilla movie came out with Matthew Broderick, and that soundtrack had that really good song with Puff Daddy and Notorious B.I.G. And I would have that song and Blur's song too, like on repeat while I was playing Gran Turismo. And all I wanted was a steering wheel and pedal for PlayStation because I thought, oh, this would be like the perfect driving simulator. Turns out all these years later, it still kind of is. And those two songs are still bangers, kids.
I don't think these kids know what you're talking about. I don't even know what
Song
you're talking
2,
about.
Blur, come on. It's before the Gorillaz. There was a band called Blur. Most of them were in the Gorillaz, or maybe it's just the lead singer. I can't remember. But you British fans, you know what I'm talking about. You know Blur. Anyway. Okay, so Gran Turismo 6.
Horizon
Dawn, yeah.
Horizon Dawn West.
Yeah, something like
Horizon
that.
West. I know the girlfriend is looking forward to that, but I haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn yet, so I don't know what it's all about.
Yeah, samesies. All
Mm-hmm.
right, well, let's just talk about what we want to talk about then.
Yeah,
uh,
because honestly, nothing else really piqued my interest aside from the stuff that we're going to talk about.
we can go in the order that I sent you, or you can tell me what your favorite was, and I can start there.
Just go in order.
All right, so Guardians of the Galaxy, we got some gameplay. I'm not gonna play the audio because that's how we get in trouble. But
Of
we
course.
got gameplay and story mode.
Mhm.
Is what they showed off with this trailer. Looks cool. It's still a little jarring to not hear the voices with the characters, which is just my own thing. I have to get over that. And they look different. Obviously, they look more like their
Mhm.
comic book counterparts than they do the movies. But I mean, it's just kind of like the Telltale Guardians game. That was a lot of fun, and I think this is going to be even more fun because you're going to be able to do more. And that the humor and heart of the Guardians are there, and you get to do this cool space mission. And it looks like you get to fly around too.
Yeah,
Um,
but you can only play as Peter Quill.
I'm okay with that. I guess it's going to ruin some people's enjoyment. And Cosmo, the Cosmo talks.
Mhm.
I thought that was pretty funny. And wasn't Howard the Duck? Is he in here too?
I don't
Or
think
am I
so.
mixing? I might be
You're
mixing that with
thinking of
What If.
What If.
Yeah, very likely. With the graphics look great. I mean, for a next gen console, it looks good. Looks like we get the Nova Core is in there too.
So I'm wondering if this was supposed to be like an add-on to the Avengers game, and then they were just like, "No, we should just release it as its own game."
Like a DLC side mission
Yeah,
thing, or
yeah.
oh, I mean, it could be, especially when you look at like, I mean, I don't know. I haven't played enough of the Avengers game yet to know the fighting style if it's the same as this.
If you've played Arkham, you know the fighting style.
Okay. Oh, Mantis, I forgot she was in here.
Man, the Nova Corps looks so weird.
Yeah, it's like a giant whale. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty stoked for it. I think it looks good. I will get it. So,
I will wait until some people have actually played it to know, because I was burned last time with Marvel's Avengers, and
woo, but this looks more fun to me already than Avengers did.
Hmm.
Like I was going on trust with Avengers because it was Enix,
Yeah,
or Square. You know, like I was, yeah, this will be good. Yeah, you know, I bit the bullet and I released it $60 on that one, not 80. Yeah. All right. So then, I think we're sticking with Marvel with the next one. Yeah. Well, actually, all three of them are Marvel. Now that I think about it,
let's just get the one out of the. Okay, I don't know which one this one is. Yeah, okay, let's just get this one out of the way.
I'll let you talk because I'm sick of it.
I am interested to see how they're going to do this story, and like what they're going to do with it. But we're getting a single player Wolverine video
All right,
game.
I'm gonna pause it. Because I know you want to talk about it. I know you tweeted about it.
Oh, I tweeted about it. And
There's a very specific Easter egg in this image right now.
Mhm.
I caught it. It sounds like Kyle caught it.
Mhm.
You look for the green blobby thing, which is this thing here. You can't see my cursor, but there's a green blobby thing to his right, and then there's a license plate, and it's HLK 181. Kyle, what does it mean?
Hulk 181. It is the first appearance of Wolverine. It is Wolverine and the white. Why can't I think of the white monster now? It's like a Canadian
Wendigo.
Wendigo. Thank you. That's it. Wendigo
Or Wendigo.
or
You know,
Wendigo.
whatever. When Fandango.
But no, we're getting a first person Wolverine game, and there was no gameplay. It's just a cinematic trailer, so
Very
there's nothing
little.
to go off of.
Yeah.
Very little. We don't even get to see the face of Logan. It's just
It's
back done.
2023 or 2.
The next one is 2023. This is still could be 22, 23.
Okay. Yeah, man. Where I stand on it is, if you're gonna make a Marvel, like if you're gonna do mutants, dude, just do the X-Men. There's so much more content there. That, I just
I
whatever.
I have a feeling that this is a bridge into that. So they're going to see how people react to it and gameplay wise, and then branch into X-Men. So you get your Cyclops, your Storm, your Gambit, your Rogue
the
as those
funny thing
playable
to me
characters.
is they can make a great Guardians of the Galaxy movie. A team nobody, let's be honest, unless you were a hardcore comic book fan, nobody knew who they were.
Yeah.
You can't do that with the X-Men. Like, the cartoon is beloved.
Mm-hmm.
And not just for Logan. Like, ridiculous. Hello, Ahsoka has joined the table and she agrees with me.
Ahsoka has joined the chat.
All right, our final game trailer. I'll just throw it up there. It's a sequel. And obviously we're not doing reactions because we already know what they are, but this was pretty cool. I have not beaten either the game or the DLC yet. And I look forward to playing it more off stream, off my Twitch. But this has me pretty stoked. The voice, everyone thought it was Craven. There's a voiceover. You're right. There's a voiceover of Craven, and then we were introduced to another villain that we're going to get in this game, which I'm stoked for. But yeah, he's got the Iron Spider suit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Miles jumping in too, which is pretty dope.
Which
they're fighting set.
I'm playing right now. I'm playing Miles Morales, and I'm having a good time with it, story-wise.
Yeah. And then it goes dark, and we get introduced to the real villain of the piece, and it's Venom.
Yeah. Voiced by Tony Todd.
There you go. Tony Todd. If you need a bad guy voice, he's your man.
He is. I kind of wish they titled this Spider-Man.
Okay.
Well, I mean, because you're getting both of them, so it's more than one Spider-Man.
Or they could say two Spider-Man, too furious.
I am going to slap you.
I like I said, I haven't beaten it yet, and I'm excited to. I keep starting it and stopping because I forget the controls, and I'm like, I don't want to jump back in. I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to just sit down and just hunker down and beat the game already. Which maybe that's what I'll do on stream. Take a break from not streaming and start streaming again, because I have not in a while. But yeah.
Can the hold on real quick? Can the PS4 stream PS5? Like, do remote?
If I did remote, I don't know what that would even look like.
Yeah,
I guess I mean,
because if our phones can do it, I have a feeling the PS4 Pros can.
Oh, and for those that aren't aware yet, Kyle has a new camera, and you can see the logo in the right corner of his screen.
That is because
there's got to be a way he can get rid of that since we're not getting paid by them.
Whoa, look at that. I got control.
It's like Wayne's World.
Whoa, Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent.
Extreme close up. No, like that's as excited as I got when I did a Google meeting for school, and my new iPad has center view or whatever it is.
Oh yeah. How is that?
Center stage, I think it's called. It works. That's all I know. It followed me.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, I wasn't really moving, but when before the call started, I was working while I was waiting, and it would follow me for sure. Nice. It was pretty cool. All right, moving on to, I believe, the next one. Actually, before we do movies, let's jump to a TV show that I've been enjoying, and I think you have not started watching yet.
Depends on what it is.
I gave you the list. I gave you show notes.
You did.
So it's Stephen Amell's new project, Heels.
You skipped clip. That's why.
Yeah, I jumped ahead to TV. Because I have been enjoying this, and I just watched, I think, the 5th or 6th episode. It's really good. Like, they're finding their way. Let me put it that way. There's a lot of growing pains here, It does. I could be wrong. I'd have to research the creator of the show. But then there's CM Punk with his family.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, the gimmick he has is crazy. But he's like a super nice. He's a bad guy. Or no, he's a good guy. Because Amel's character is the heel. But yeah, it's a cool show. I like I say, I feel like the creator of the show doesn't quite know the industry, but he knows it enough.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know, like he's got consultants like Punk, and there's other wrestlers that have been in the background, not really talking roles. Punk is the first one with a talking role, if I remember correctly. And there's the blood. His character's name is Rick Rabies. So, and this was, and Stephen Amell's character had no idea that was his entrance.
Mm-hmm.
He just knew it was. He's like, yeah, you can do the full entrance. It's like, oh, I appreciate that, friend. But yeah, so in this show, Stephen Amell's character he runs the company from his dad. This was his dad's business, and his dad passed away, and so now he's running it on his own with his brother, who's like the top baby face, and Stephen Amell's character, Jack Spade. Get it? They're cards. There's the King Spade was his father, and then his brother is Ace Spade. But Jack he's the owner operator. He's the Vince McMahon of the Fed, and he's just an indie. Like basically, if it's like Friday Night Lights in Texas, Friday night the city shuts down to watch high school football. When they go live, the whole city kind of shuts down and goes to this dome to watch. But he's struggling to find money because there's an upstart company in Florida that's kind of doing like extreme and blood and guts and stuff like that. And he's more of a family show because that's what the community is. And he has sponsors are like a church. So it's good so far. It's finding its way still, but the acting is getting better. Seeing Stephen Amell with a southern, or hearing Stephen Amell with a southern accent is kind of jarring too. He's still figuring that out, I think, as it were. But yeah, I think it's going well. I think it'll do another season at least. I don't know how many episodes are left, but so far it's, you know, I get the notification on my Apple TV that there's another one ready because Apple TV likes to let me know when that is new or Ted Lasso is new. I don't think it keeps track of my Disney Plus shows because I probably watch them before it has a chance to, because I'm up at 2 a.m. What is today, Tuesday? Yeah. Tuesday. So what if is tonight? So
yeah.
Once you start it, we'll get your opinion on it. I know you're more of a casual wrestling fan than myself or say Tom, but I have a feeling you're gonna like it because you're in love with Stephen Amell. So
I'm waiting until the season is through so that I can start that free trial and get it done in 7 days.
I'm gonna jump around. It's an easy segue for me to go to What If right now, but so the last three things we're gonna talk about are Marvel related. I'll leave those for the last. We also got a sneak peek teaser trailer. Like you got a kind of a scavenger hunt deal on Tuesday last week where you choose what pill to take on a website, and you can kind of get glimpses of the trailer that was actually officially released on Thursday last week. So the Matrix 4, Matrix Resurrection. The trailer is out. Keanu is back. Fishburne is not. Doogie is in. Lots of stuff. Yeah, lots of stuff happening here. Obviously, people are upset because the agent isn't there, but the agent wouldn't be there because they destroyed it. They've eliminated the agent software. So this is we know that it's a cycle. It keeps going in a loop. There's been many ones before him, and there will be many after, and now this is another story, I guess, of the chosen one. Is my guess. I don't know. But yeah, this is only one of the Wachowskis, and not both of them, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's
Lana. Yeah, I think so. So it looks like we're dealing with antidepressants and Alice in Wonderland, and then that's the little girl. The little girl is back. That was in the waiting room, I guess, of what's her name, the Oracle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
there it is.
Lana.
Lana. Yeah, Morpheus has been replaced by a younger man.
By Dr. Manhattan
Lawrence
and
Fishburne has been replaced, I should say.
yeah, Dr. Manhattan slash Black Manta. Same
Oh,
actor.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, Black Manta. So yeah, more fight sequences. It looks, more modern, obviously with the cinematography and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming out this Christmas. We gotta look at the Matrix here, inside the real world, if you want to say it that way. You know,
So it's The Force Awakens.
yeah, I guess you could look at it that way. Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's a jumping off point for people who haven't sat down and visited the Matrix before, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
or in that fact, Star Wars with the Force Awakens.
Yeah.
But it looks interesting. I want to know the story. I mean, we know some of the story. It's he's Neo, but he doesn't remember everything, and we have no idea who that guy is.
Maybe he's
But
the architect.
maybe, but no, I'm interested in it. I probably won't see it in theaters. I'll watch it at home.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not going to the theater for that one. Especially if the Delta is live and in color.
It is going to be.
Still wreaking havoc on this country. Yeah, I'll watch it. I won't be wait up all night to see it type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The two Matrix sequels were atrocious in my opinion.
I mean,
I love the.
I enjoy
Yeah.
Reloaded more than Revolution.
See, you don't
The
even
third
know.
one.
You don't even know.
That's why I said I like Reloaded.
Reloaded and Revolutions. Yes.
Revolution.
Reloaded Revolutions.
But I did. Revolutions is the only one I've seen in theaters.
Oh, I've seen them all in the theater.
Yeah.
I remember going back to. Let me see. Hang on.
Because The Matrix came out in '99, the same year Episode 1 did. But
March 31st, 1999. So I was a senior in high school. This was before Columbine, or just before Columbine. Sorry, it's a marker for me because that was my senior year of high school. And we dealt with a similar person who didn't actually get to shoot anybody, but made a list and left it in the bathroom stall. We had to evacuate the school and all kinds of crazy stuff. And then we went to metal detectors. They canceled senior dance. Then we couldn't have backpacks. It was a crazy senior year. Last 2 months of senior year, I should say. But I remember going and seeing this with my cousin and then coming back to school and saying, "Oh, you guys gonna go see this movie, The Matrix?" And I don't remember really seeing many advertisements for it at the time. And I was a big movie guy, so I would watch this show that was on TV called The Coming Attractions, and it would just be all trailers. And I think it was on the E channel. And you had to watch it at midnight. It wasn't on during the day, or maybe I just wasn't watching it during the day because it was the E network and I didn't care about that stuff. But I don't really remember seeing any much buzz about it. But again, I was a senior and I had other things in my mind than movie trailers, and maybe I was just hyper focused on Star Wars coming out. That I wasn't paying attention to trailers, but because I always lumped this with Twister, but I think Twister came out 2 years before this.
Yeah,
but I saw it in the same theater, so that might be why. And the same person went with me. So, but no, I came back to school saying, "Hey, you guys got to check this movie out. It's pretty cool. It's different. It's like martial arts, and the special effects we're gonna blow your mind, and it's crazy." And it had good music because I was rated against the machine. But yeah, and then the second one, I went on my first date with what would be my ex-fiance. And I'm lucky to have gotten a second date. Let me just say that, because I picked the movie that time and it was a bad choice. No, that wasn't our first. That was our second date. The first date was Bruce Almighty, which we both picked, and that's a great movie. So that's why I got the second. That's why I got the second date. And we went and saw that. And I actually got sick during Matrix, and we left early. Yeah, she was holding my hand at the time because cute. Like, she's like, "You're really cold and you're like sweating. Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, I am not okay." And so we left the theater, and so the movie made me sick, but it got me closer to my girlfriend at the time, who would rip me to shreds and ruin me for every woman later.
Well, there you go.
Seriously, that Lodge logo, we got to figure out how to get rid of that.
I mean,
you don't have to right now.
Well, I mean, it. Yeah. If you want me to lose control of how my screen looks like zoomed in, then yes, we can get rid of it. But I
assume it's because you have to use some stupid software with it.
Yep.
All right. All right. Anything else on the Matrix before we move on?
No. I mean, we've got John Wick Neo in there, and Trinity and Blue Glasses Doogie Howser.
Yeah, strikingly blue.
Yeah, blue glasses, blue pill.
Blue pill. Yep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Colors are important, kids.
Yes, they
Just
are.
ask the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
He's the Red Ranger, so he has a red car.
And he's always wearing a red shirt.
Typically. Yeah, I actually just started the most recent Power Rangers movie last night.
Oh, the 2017 one?
Yeah, that we should have gotten more. That they wanted to make the Green Ranger a girl.
Oh, yeah.
I still want more. But anyway, all right. So yeah, speaking, if you're watching / listening to this immediately, tonight is the new episode of What If. The last episode we got was the zombie episode, which was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I more of it. I want more of it. And they left it at a point where you could get more. So
yeah. They've done that for a couple of them now. Left it wide open.
I got the feeling we're going to see more of that in the second season. The Doctor Strange episode was outstanding, depressing, but outstanding. Mm-hmm. The Captain Carter one was okay. After seeing some of these, that I think that one kind of is my least favorite so far. T'Challa Star-Lord was good. The Earth's Mightiest Heroes dying, that was okay. But yeah, what we have left is, I know we have an episode with boy, I lost my train of thought.
So the next episode that we're getting tonight, whenever the newest one, is going to be what if Killmonger saves Tony Stark.
Right. Yeah, and then there's an Ultron one coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forget.
And then it looks like what if, because a Lego set kind of spoiled it. So spoilers. What if Tony Stark landed on Scar instead of Hulk?
Okay. All right. And then there's what was I saying before you rudely interrupted me?
You're welcome.
There's some Ultron thing.
Do we know if James Spader is coming back for Ultron? As you frantically look it up, because I threw you a curveball.
He is not.
He's not.
I mean, if he is, he's not in that super long list of credits I read out a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Unless they're keeping it secret.
Right. Okay, so I was wondering when we were going to get Korg, because I saw Korg in there and I didn't really see where that connected.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a Thor episode too.
Party Thor?
Yeah, something like that, because we've got there was all kinds of Thor stuff in there that we haven't seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. I'm having fun with all the crazy stuff that we're getting. And Searcher is coming back. So yeah, there you go.
Nice.
And Darcy and Jane.
Nice.
And Korg.
Korg. Hi, my name is Korg.
Good stuff. Gotta love Taika Waititi.
Yeah, I definitely say the Marvel Zombies one is probably the best one out of them. Then T'Challa.
The titles are just so the titles are pretty standard? What if Captain Carter were the first Avenger? What if T'Challa became a Star-Lord? What if the world lost its mightiest heroes? What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? And then there's what if zombies?
Yeah.
That's it. It's funny. And then they brought Kurt in to be like a main character from Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I thought that was pretty great. He got to do his Baba Yaga stuff.
Baba Yaga.
So it's pretty funny. I think this is the one I just showed. Yeah. What if?
Yeah.
All right. So I can close that. All right. So something new. I don't think I was ready for it. I don't think I knew it was coming. But we got our first look at the Hawkeye series, and this is something we're going to play without sound because that way we don't get in trouble. If you're watching us while we're streaming, or if you're watching us after the fact on the VOD on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook, I guess you can do all three. Which I just realized I've been lacking, and I have recently put the links in on the website. So if you don't know where to find us on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, it's posted with the episode of the podcast on atomicgeek.com, so you can find all of our videos on there. Which I have to look because it posted and then it unposted the last two, and it's not on my feed right now. So if you want to look while I'm talking and rambling, if you're on your podcast feed, if it's the last two episodes are in there, one's a Geek Out and one's the interview. But yeah, we've got so Disney Plus, all the Marvel shows that are coming. We've burned through 3 series already in 2021, which is amazing to think that we're already through them and they're gone, and I'm sad because there won't be new anymore, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, no, I mean, after What If, we have to wait till November, which doesn't seem which is not honestly that far away.
No. Excuse me, my throat is dry. So we got WandaVision in January, and then March we got Falcon and Winter Soldier. June we got Loki, and right now we're burning through What If, which has like 3 weeks left, 4 weeks left. October 6th, it says this is its last episode. And then November 24th is when we get our first episode of Hawkeye, which is what we're going to look at right now. This you need sound for. So if you haven't seen it yet, listen to it. There is so much humor and heart in this. It's outstanding. And there's a Steve Rogers musical.
Yeah.
That is out there. I heard somebody complaining, like, why are they acting like Captain America's dead? Like, to the world, he is. Only to the Avengers do they know that he's an old man. Right?
Correct.
They wouldn't make that public. Like, the only person really that knows is Falcon.
No, Steve Rogers is on the moon.
What?
That was a whole joke in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, right. But yeah, so someone's running around with the Ronin gear. Hawkeye gets wind of it, or Clint does, and hunts her down. And it's Haley Stanfield, that girl from the Transformers movie. She's guilty. She wants to be like him, I guess, and so he's kind of taking her under his wing because she's being hunted by his enemies, the people he's pissed off by being a vigilante underground. And that thing right there was awesome. They throw a Molotov cocktail through the window. He catches it and throws it back. Super James Bond style, but this is like, I don't know. He's a klutz and an idiot, and so is she, which makes it great. And yeah, this is absolutely a Christmas show. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. This is a Christmas show, which is great because they knew when this was coming out and we're going to get Christmas stuff. And they get to go through and make jokes that we make about his quiver and all the arrows and stuff. I thought that was fantastic. Like, he doesn't want her to use 2 arrows, and he says these are too dangerous for you, and she uses like an explosive arrow. It's like, that's the one I can use. Like, it's dope, man. I dug it a lot more than I thought I was gonna. And I mean, I was looking forward to it to begin with because I wanted to see what they did. Going off of, his Ronin character and bringing in Kate Bishop. That's Haley Stanfield's character.
Yep.
To see what they were going to do. Are they passing off and then obviously I'm thinking, we're going to probably see in here. Oh, no, not probably. We are going to see in here where Black Widow left off. It only makes sense that Yelena is in this, or at least, Elena or Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Yeah, I hope they pay that. I hope they pay the post credit scene off in this. Which Black Widow is out today as of recording on Blu-ray.
Oh, I gotta order that this week then.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no.
also,
good.
No. Go ahead. I gotta look it up.
They do. If you look in the trailer, they have Clint has his hearing aid in, which is not addressed in any of the Avengers films, but they're finally starting to make him more comic accurate, and that's a big thing in the more recent run of comics is where Clint is deaf in one ear.
And how did that happen? Do we know?
That's a very good question. I do not remember. But it looks like they're taking I think it's Matt Fraction's run on Hawkeye.
Yes, that's what the logo is. Like
Yeah.
the Hawkeye logo they're using is that from that run.
Yeah. So they're using
which was to be honest the same time as the Vision run that they were like the Vision with his android family.
Oh, okay.
That everybody thought that WandaVision was going to kind of be about, which it kind of was.
Mm-hmm.
But they weren't cyborg children.
Yeah,
no. Yeah, real quick, just throw a cheap plug in here because I got sent the email and I might get a review copy of Batman Year One. The animated movie is coming out with a commemorative edition, 10th anniversary of Batman Year One, which is a great animated movie, which I think you can find on HBO Max. November 9th, it comes out on 4K Ultra, Blu-ray, and digital.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a new bonus feature, reinventing Jim Gordon. And this has Bryan Cranston as Gordon, and Ben McKenzie as Bruce Wayne, which Ben McKenzie was Gordon on Gotham. So it's kind of funny. Eliza Dushku from Buffy and various other things was Selena Kyle. Katie Sackhoff was Detective Sarah Essen. And yeah, all kinds of cool stuff in there. They had Vicky Vale, they had Barbara Gordon. I enjoyed this movie. It's like one of the last of the original animation style. Well, actually, this is more animated, like to look like the comic book.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It is very true to the comic and what they do.
Yeah. So all kinds of features on here: reinventing Jim Gordon, conversations with DC Comics, audio commentary with the producer and casting people. Heart of Vengeance, returning Batman to his roots. So we talk about Dark Knight Returns and then going into because this is all Frank Miller stuff. So Batman Year One, the DC Showcase with Catwoman. That's again with Eliza Dushku, and movie Flashback, which has Soul of the Dragon, Long Halloween Part 1, Long Halloween Part 2. I don't think you're getting those movies, but some kind of feature. I think
you're just getting trailers.
Yeah. So yeah, that comes out in November. So be sure to check that out. I just wanted to throw that out there because I just got that email today and I'm excited for it. All right. Is this still Hawkeye? Yeah. Yeah, very excited for Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
And that is November 24th, and then late 21. So that actually is supposed to run till the 29th of December. They're still saying late 2021 is Miss Marvel. I don't know. It's in post-production, but I doubt it.
Yeah, unless they decide to do it like in December and have two Marvel shows running congruently, or whatever, at the same time.
Congruently?
It's been a long day. First day back from vacation. My mind is not always there.
Consecutively?
Consecutively. That sounds better.
I don't even think that's the right word, but yeah, I know what you meant.
Yes, see, but it would be the first time that they would have two of those Marvel shows running side by side.
Mm-hmm. Which, with all this content, I think they're eventually going to have to.
Yeah, they are, especially for COVID stuff. They have to. They can't.
I think Star Wars is going to be under the same thing.
Oh yeah, Star Wars Visions is coming out this year too.
Yeah, I'll jump over to that schedule in a second. So we got Hawkeye coming out in November, basically December. Mm-hmm. 6 episodes. That's your Thanksgiving weekend. Starts with Hawkeye. Miss Marvel, another 6 episodes, late 2021. Moon Knight, 2022, 6 episodes. She-Hulk right now stands at 10 episodes. Who knows if that's going to maintain that status or not. 2022 as well. These are all filming right now too. Secret Invasion, 6 episodes. That is also filming right now. And then closing out 2022, this won't change, is the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, because they want that to come out before the Volume 3.
Okay, good.
If I remember right. And then they have dates, they have titles announced, but no dates, and that's for Ironheart, Armor Wars, and the Untitled Wakanda series, an Untitled Halloween special, which they just recently announced. The second season of Loki, the second season of What If, and the Untitled Echo spin-off series, which is spinning off of Hawkeye. Because they're introducing Maya Lopez, aka Echo.
I hope we get a flashback of Echo in the Ronin suit, and that's how Clint gets the suit in Endgame. Because Echo was originally Ronin, and then she gave Clint the suit.
Isn't she younger?
I mean, who knows what any of these ages are in the comics? Because they're all they're all over the place. But yeah, no, I think she is younger than Clint.
Yeah. All right, real quick. I forgot.
Man.
Excuse me. On the yeah, right. No. I need to log into. I gotta go spin the wheel. I missed a day spinning the wheel on my character. On GTA RP. Maybe I'll just go to bed. I got a long day tomorrow. And who's it? The Bad Batch season 2 is in 2022 on Disney Plus. These are Star Wars stuff we're talking about in Meow. Visions is the 22nd of this month. 9 episodes. So that's very soon. While I'm looking, explain what Visions is to the fine people.
Visions is Star Wars meets anime. So they got a whole bunch of Japanese anime artists, directors to create new Star Wars. Basically, they're not redoing the Skywalker saga or any of the Star Wars stories. They are making their own anime stories and set in the Star Wars universe. Which some of it looks pretty cool, and the others I'm just like, no.
Yeah, it's kind of like they did the Matrix, kind of like an anime thing, Animatrix, which some of it was cool and some of it was like not my style of anime.
Same with Batman Gotham Knights.
Yeah, I passed on that one. Yeah, I didn't like the anime just on the cover of that one. So I judged that movie by cover. And I did not watch I did watch it, but I didn't make it all the way through. I kind of stopped. Also, if you can't see, this is steampunk shirt right here. People gotta show that off. I'm glad I got it at the show, by the way, and the ordered one, because the ordered one doesn't have the collar.
Oh, really?
It's just white, even though I ordered it on day 1, and you were supposed to get the collar because that was the advertised shirt on the website.
I don't have it up anymore. I was going to see if it's still up there, but
no, it's all white. They're all white now. Listen, that website has sold more Bullet Club gear than anything else, and it's the CM Punk. This CM Punk shirt is, to them, they're claiming, the highest selling T-shirt ever in history.
I can see that. I mean
but they've been selling Bullet Club shit for years. Like the Bullet Club merchandise, you see it everywhere. You still see it at conventions. Like you see it. Like
yeah, and I mean we basically have the now we're talking wrestling, but we basically have a reemergence of the Bullet Club on AEW
minus Japanese wrestlers, yes,
right.
and the Tongas, and no Jay White, but Jay White kind of took over when Kenny went rogue. Yeah, they kind of do a passing of the torch. So like this was created by Finn Balor originally, or Prince Devitt, as it were. Was the Bullet Club was his thing, and the Good Brothers were in there, and some other people. And then he passed the torch to AJ Styles to take over as the leader. And then when AJ left, he kind of passed the torch. And passing the torch, I mean, they get their butt kicked by the ensuing leader. AJ Styles would then have Kenny turn on him, and the Bucks turned on him too. at that point. And then it happened to Adam Cole, baby. In Ring of Honor, though, he got turned on by everybody, and Marty Scurll was kind of the leader of the Elite at that point. Marty Scurll, the villain, no longer has been canceled. Let's just put it that way. He's been canceled. But then right now, after Kenny and the Bucks kind of left and made the Elite a separate thing, and they're not really in New Japan anymore. The new leader of the Bullet Club is Jay Switchblade White, which he's cool. He's a young Australian wrestler. He's got a cool gimmick. But anyway, I still stand the Bullet Club. I will always throw up Too Sweet. I will not do whatever they're doing now with their handshakes and kisses on the cheeks.
Really?
Anyway,
it's going to catch on.
I don't think so. It's a lot. It's a lot to remember. And from what I heard, they're trying to trademark the Super Click as a name, because the Click was the original guys that were doing the Too Sweet. Well, to be honest, if you listen to, I think, Kevin Nash, people were doing that before they were, and they kind of made it famous. So the original Click was Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and X-Pac. That was the WWF Click. They all hung out with each other. And then they carried that over to the NWO. And then Shawn Michaels and Triple H, they weren't doing the Too Sweet thing, but they made DX. So they kind of were doing their own thing, but the same thing on separate brands. Anyway, that's your wrestling history for the week. All right, so we're going to move on from our geek news of the week, and we're going to talk about Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings on our Atomic Geekdom Reviews segment. We went and saw Shang-Chi a couple of weeks ago. It feels like forever right now.
It does.
It
was only 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't think it was that long ago. I was excited. I was excited for this one, and we got to go take a look at it. I was excited to see where this is our first new movie in Phase 4. We're not going backwards with Black Widow, and with Spider-Man, it was kind of like an epilogue to Endgame. It wasn't really moving forward too much yet. We were still reeling and dealing with that, and it was Spider-Man. So it even though he has help from his friends in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that felt like a Spider-Man movie to me. Even though Happy was there, everybody likes to say that too many people are in Spider-Man's movies for him to be a Spider-Man movie. And maybe that's the case for the first one, but the second one, it felt like it was him and Mysterio. So like it was, and Happy was there to lend a hand, and the ghost of Iron Man was there, or Tony. But I don't know. I'm rambling, I guess. But yeah, Shang-Chi, brother. What was your excitement level going into this?
My excitement level was pretty high. I mean, I do dig all the martial arts, and I enjoy where they took some of that from. So mine was pretty high, and I was definitely left the theater jazzed about it, and I'm interested.
Is it the theater or the theater?
It's the cinema.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Because we Americans have to, or the Brits have to have another word for it.
The talkies?
The talkies, yeah. The talkie pictures.
The motion pictures.
Yeah. No, I mean, going into this, I had zero idea who Shang-Chi was. Am I saying that correct?
Shang with a G.
Shang-Chi. No idea who he was or what. But the Ten Rings I knew a little bit about because of the Mandarin, but these 10 rings are different than what is portrayed in the comics. Completely different.
The 10 Rings is like an organization in the comic books.
Not in the movie.
In the movie, yeah. Sorry. Like a terrorist organization. This movie made it more about this artifact, or this actual 10 rings you wear on your wrist.
Yeah. And I forget, Shang-Chi's father made the organization around these 10 rings.
Wenwu.
Yes. And Death Dealer, who we need more of.
Yeah, you won't get it because spoiler alert, he got eaten up.
Yeah.
His soul is gone. But I guess they could bring it back. I mean, he dies. He dies, but Razor Fist lives. I mean, come on.
That's my car.
Yeah, ridiculous. It was cool. Like his sidekick, like his best friend, played by Aquafina, Katie. Great stuff.
They're perfect together.
Yeah, very, very good chemistry. I want to see more of them, and they gave that to you at the end, which was outstanding. And again in the credit scene, like it was good. Like I had my doubts about this dude as like a leading man. Like something just didn't feel right. He feels too Canadian. I don't know.
What does that have to do with it?
I don't know. Simu Lee.
Yeah.
I apologize. Yeah, I apologize for not pronouncing it correctly. He is Canadian, but of course he's also from China. He's also Chinese. Yeah, I mean he's been in some things, but never really like the main dude. You know, like he's done an episode of Orphan Black. He was the main character in Kim's Convenience, which I still want to watch. That's on Netflix. Pacific Rim.
So he is a main character on Kim's Convenience.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's on the poster.
Okay.
He did on Netflix. He did an episode of not Aquafina's show.
No.
He does a voice in one of the Star Wars Visions episodes.
Yes, he does. I saw that was announced maybe 2 months before Shang-Chi premiered.
Didn't you watch Warehouse 13? Isn't that one of your things?
Yeah. He's on there.
Plays a bartender in an episode called Secret Services.
All right, looking that up, and you continue.
So he did great. Outstanding as a lead role and what is going to be one of the major players going forward in the Avengers. You have to imagine. I can't see why he wouldn't. Going forward, he's I would say one of the most powerful, but the dude could fight, and he's got these rings, which maybe he doesn't anymore because credit scene. But they brought back Trevor Slattery, played by Ben Kingsley, which was outstanding. So this kind of jumps off of the All Hail the King one shot, where he gets broken out of prison to answer for what he did as quote unquote the Mandarin when he was pretending to be a Mandarin, because in this world Wenwu is the Mandarin. But they gratefully got rid of the Fu Manchu that the Mandarin used to have. He didn't look that ridiculous anymore. And he never really calls himself that. He says that was a game they gave him. It's not his name, but it sounds like that the name has been brought back to relevance by the end of this movie. And that's Shang-Chi's father. And yeah, I mean, it's a cool look. The Death Dealer, I thought he was the coolest looking villain, and I thought for a moment it might be a girl too. But yeah,
we really don't know.
And then there's that weird creature thing that because every movie now needs an adorable little creature in it.
What was his name? Not Harold.
Morris.
It's a weird name.
Yeah. We saw the return of Abomination or Emil Blonsky, doing some cage fighting with none other than our man Wong.
And Abomination is going to be in She-Hulk.
Yeah, I think we knew that, right?
I probably forgot about it, but it's been brought up a couple times today.
Okay, cool.
Wong being Wong.
Wong kind of has a bigger role in this movie than I thought he was. So he shows up just kind of there in the background, and then he comes back at the end of the movie to kind of bookend it. Like he's just there at this fight club. Like this is where he goes to work out, basically, when he's not getting
that's how he gets his money.
He wouldn't say no to a Reuben.
Yeah.
Also, we got end credit scenes with Mark Ruffalo and Brie Larson. But this isn't Hulk Mark Ruffalo. This is actually Bruce with the sling and long-haired Carol Danvers.
Mm-hmm.
And they're basically talking about the 10 rings and where they come from and the fact that they're emitting some kind of signal, which most people are saying the signal is going to tie into the Eternals and the villains of the Eternals. That's what brings those villains to Earth now that they've been used in a different way than they had been by the Mandarin or Wenwu. That this signal now is being broadcast, and it's going to bring I forget the name of the villains from the Eternals.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I've been hearing the theory that it's like calling to Galactus.
No.
Yeah,
you have a herald. You don't need that.
Hey, it is a way to get Galactus into the MCU before Fantastic Four. It's a way.
Maybe.
Okay, fine. They're bringing Doctor Doom in. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what other celestial beings that they have.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's I don't know. Maybe it's not long enough of a tease for some people, and that's why they don't like it. But I feel like it's leading for the Eternals, which is our next movie in November. But yeah, maybe it's not long. Like we're expecting it to be a longer tease, like we were with Fury in the credit scenes and Thanos. But we'll see. Yeah, man, I love this movie. The action sequence. You know, I saw a headline that said that this movie never had a dull moment, and when I thought about it, I'm like, that's absolutely true.
Yeah, no,
I wasn't.
I enjoyed every single minute of it.
Yeah, I wasn't ever looking at the clock or like, hey, when am I getting out of here? Like, when's this? How long we got left? I never really wanted to reach for my phone to double check if there was a credit scene, like I usually do. I waited for the credits to see how many there were, with a quick Google search. But as far as introducing a new character, getting an origin story, getting a lot of lore in without not too much like exposition junk, because you can go heavy on exposition and just really lose your audience. This wasn't there. Like, you saw the kid get trained through like the present day prism, like he's kind of telling the story to Katie, and then interspersed with like just some insane action sequences and martial arts and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, man. I really dug it, and I really want more Shang-Chi, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays with others.
Yeah, me too. I want more martial arts in the MCU. I mean, we have. I guess what I really want is Iron Fist versus Shang-Chi.
Versus. Why can't they be friends?
Because that's not how it works. You gotta fight first, and then you can be friends.
Oh, we didn't even talk about his sister, how cool that was. And then the dragon, of course, like,
who I thought was going to be Fing Fang Foom, but it's just not it at all.
No, I think if you're going to throw that much lore and then all of a sudden here's a Fing Fang Foom, he's a talking dragon, like, no, too much.
I mean, a dragon is almost too much.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, man, I thought it was a great movie, great introduction to a new character. I keep getting notifications on my cell phone, and I want to check it, and we're at an hour, so technically it's my fault. I said I'd be done by now. I don't know, man. What do you think? Give it a letter grade.
I'd give it letter grade A minus.
A minus. Whoops, I don't want to show that. Producer, bad producer. An A minus, he says. Okay, yeah, I'll go A, solid A.
Yeah,
because the credit scenes are outstanding too. You cannot go wrong with Wong, Katie, and Shang-Chi doing some karaoke.
No. Hotel
California too. Like, outstanding.
Yeah, we could go home. Or
like, and they're the ones that are doing it. Like, they're not like, oh, we're tired, we need we're just gonna eat some falafels and go home or whatever the fuck the Avengers eat. I can't remember what it is.
Shawarma.
Shawarma, yeah. No, they're not. They're out having dinner, telling somebody what they just went through,
and them not believing it.
Like, why wouldn't you? You live in a world where the blip happened.
Yeah, I know exactly. You have the Avengers. You had an alien attack on New York.
Likely you or somebody you know disappeared for however long.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, I don't believe it. How? Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Like what? What's stopping you? I don't understand. All right, yeah, I'll go solid A, and then now we lead into the Eternals, which I'm very excited for. Huge cast, lots of big name celebrities, but it's also leading towards a lot of new characters, including Black Knight, which isn't an Eternals thing. It's just another Marvel character in this movie, and they found a way to introduce him, kind of I think like they did with Hawkeye in Thor. He's not going to be a main character, but this is the start of that character.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I haven't seen anything saying that he's getting his own movie or TV show, but I would lend myself to believe it's going to be a TV show. Even though I like that actor more than the other Stark boy that's in the movie.
Yeah.
We got two Stark children in this movie. One's a bastard, Jon Snow. But yeah, I'm excited for that movie, and I kind of want to see this one again, but I'm not gonna pay for it right now.
I kind of almost am waiting for it to pop up on Disney Plus.
October, I think I said, right?
Yeah, 45 day.
Yeah. So there you go. If you don't want to pay for it to be on Disney Plus in October.
Yeah, but honestly, I'd say go to the theater to watch it first, then watch it again. This
definitely, if you can go to theaters and if you can be safe, obviously we're not advocating that you go be reckless.
Yeah, no, let us be reckless. Let us be reckless for you.
We're fully vaccinated, and I should probably get a booster shot too.
Yeah, whenever those become available.
Yeah. All right, that's our show this week. We should be back again next week. It all depends on scheduling and what there is to talk about. But we're getting towards October, and October usually was our spooky month, and we did a spooky themed episode every week, and I kind of want to get back on track of weekly episodes. But I have to talk to my other hosts, Kyle, Jenny, and Thomas, to find out what their availability is and what kind of shows we can do. So we'll go from there. But I'm going to give you the full screen, the one shot here. You can promote all your stuff.
All right. So you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krause89, and you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/KKrause89. I am going to be getting back into streaming. It's just, that is, how dare you, sir? How dare you?
Sorry.
It's just finding the drive to continue streaming when there's no one there. It's hard. As Dave knows, it's hard to stream to no one.
It is tough, and you just have to do it. It's just hopefully this is right.
So other than that, I'm gonna be editing my first YouTube video that might be out within the next couple weeks. It's for the finale of Flashcraft season 2, so lots of stuff happened there. So,
and he's got a new desk.
I do have a new desk. Watch. It goes up.
He's got a drone desk.
And it goes down.
Message.
Thank you, Jason and GE, for this free sit-stand desk.
Look at this guy throwing around. Yeah, I know somebody from General Electric.
Yes, I do. I know 2 people.
Name dropping son of a bitch.
I know 3 people at GE.
I know where GE is.
Yeah, it's in my city.
Drive past it on the freeway all the time. Yeah, so everything Atomic Geekdom related is at Atomic Geekdom, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, of course, our Twitch channel, which is just this right now. Eventually, we'll do game nights. Hopefully, we can get some of these old fogies like Tom and Jenny involved on a game night. I have some ideas I'd like to do where we can all play games on here and make it work. We could do Jackbox, stuff like that. Or we'll do community nights where we all play Mario Kart together and you guys can get involved too. I think that would be dope. So yeah, at Atomic Geekdom on all the things. Follow and subscribe to the podcast on wherever you get your podcasts. AtomicGeekdom.com for all your cool news and not really news, but we've got articles up there. There's an article up there about the Black Widow Scarlett Johansson fiasco, controversy or whatever, and how that might affect future movies. That's up there by a guest writer who read his stuff, and he will be back. He's got another piece he's working on right now. So I thank him for doing that. Kyle is potentially working on a piece right now.
Yeah,
potentially. I say potentially.
I just got to finish it. That drive, finish it.
Button it up. Yeah, he's gonna button it up.
We did. So I guess coda at the end here. I did a short film with a bunch of my friends for a festival in my city, and we did not get disqualified this year, thank God. So we're moving on to the next round. So that's this weekend.
Did you at all, while watching the Apple thing, think I can make a movie with my iPhone?
So some of the shots in our short film were done on my iPhone.
Sure. I don't see why not.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm like, I can.
Now with the cinematic mode and rack focus, with cinematic mode and rack focusing on your iPhone, dude.
It's not a full reason as to why I would want to get the new phone, but I'm like, the 12 Pro Max I have now still shoots incredibly.
The cool crowd shots from cosplay in conventions that I could do, like I could be focused on a group that's doing a cosplay, and I could see somebody walking behind, and I could rack focus to the person walking behind them live, not while I'm doing it, but when I'm editing. I could do it after the fact.
Yeah,
you could rack focus after. This pretty freaking dope.
I do have to wonder if, like, with that sort of thing, that has to be able to be worked on like an older generation phone, like my 12 Pro Max. You would have to think it's not. You're hoping. I'm hoping just so I can be like, oh, I don't have to upgrade, but I want that.
Yeah.
I want that that ProMotion display.
I just want the phone to feel like my new iPad. I love that feel. I like the rounded edges.
This is great. How it was for like the 5 and 5S.
Yeah.
It was great. I loved it. This is the best looking iPhone out there.
Yeah. And it makes me not want to have a case, which is dangerous, but it just feels so good without the case.
It does. It's
very I'll do next time. I'll do a review. I ordered these screen protectors that are paper-like for my iPad, so I want to see how it works because I was writing on it today. You saw my notes. It's slippery. It doesn't. When you write, you can feel you're writing on glass. And this says it's non-glare, shouldn't affect the video quality like that on there. And I watch a lot of videos on my iPad too. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna put it on tomorrow. I'm at work. And I hate putting those things on, and it's a huge screen. So, but yeah. Anyway, we will be back. If you want, twitch.tv/DJClark21. I think I'm gonna go back. I keep saying it. I need to finish Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Avengers, and then also Skyward Sword. And I really want to play Hades, and I love streaming my GTA RP. I need to pick a day where I play one of those games and play for a while. Maybe on a weekend I'll do like an 8-hour stream and just do a playthrough, and then my other streams are towards the RP side of things because I love doing that. And weird, my Millennium Falcon just lit up, which makes me think there's a cat in there right over my left shoulder. It just turned red for a second.
Weird.
Interesting. But yeah, we'll be back. Thank you so much for listening and for hanging out in the streams. That's another thing. We do these live now. At least Kyle and I have been doing them live on our Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So if you want to join the conversation, people know we did a wrestling episode one night where we just reacted live to SmackDown and AEW's Rampage. You hang out in the chat. We'll put your chat on screen. People can see what you're saying, and we'll react to whatever you're saying. You join the conversation basically as we're recording. So if you're listening to this and want to, follow us on Twitch, subscribe to us on YouTube or Facebook as well. You'll be notified every time we go live.
Indeed.
Won't miss a show. Right now we don't have a set date time that we go live, but we're going to narrow that down and hopefully lock down a certain time and date that we go live every week. So that's our show this week. Kyle, you want to say goodbye?
Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night.
Take care. Be good to each other. Stay safe. All that good stuff.